coming at you with another podcast. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves, please, and thank you.
I'm DoctaCartoonsz. You already know what it is. Always on that cartoon. I also act like you know.
Yeah, man, to the foot out here, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty. All up in this thing. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good choice of language there.
Oh man, it's been
Good
a while,
choice of
man. It's been
language.
a while. I'm trying to
Indeed, it
change.
has. Indeed, it has. So, first topic. Sony and Netflix team up
Mm-hmm. About the greatness.
to counteract friggin' Microsoft's
Microsoft.
Microsoft's dominance in the online streaming.
No, yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that
Mm.
Game Pass shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that someone couldn't shut the hell up about. But yeah, man. But yeah, man.
It's a big thing, especially considering how Sony actually started the game streaming things first with PlayStation Now, but within the last 4 years, a fraction of the time that Sony been doing it, Xbox has just come and just dominated the whole game streaming thing, which is crazy if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they got nothing else to talk about that shit. So makes sense.
All right, I think. So what are your thoughts on?
You know what? I say
that?
go for it, man. If that's the route you're competing with, sure, why not? But now I'm kind of thinking about it. How would that work? Like, in terms of like, what would their prices be? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And can you play all of the Sony exclusive games? You know what I mean? Like, what's the deal? Like, what's the catalog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna get the games on that with the net on that? I don't know what are they trying to do? Like, that's what I'm trying to see.
And also, like, are you gonna pay extra?
Yeah,
Because I mean, the Netflix got shit going on already. So
yeah,
are you
but they
gonna
got a
pay
lot of
extra
shit
just
going
to
on.
just to play the games?
See, those are great questions for speculation on something that's just a rumor. And you're right, those valid questions. What I think would happen was Netflix would definitely go up, especially if you have the game streaming package. And I think there wouldn't be any PlayStation Now. Like they would add like an extra $10 or $15 onto the Netflix subscription. Probably that's probably what would happen. And the platform it would most likely be played on is PC. Most likely, no, it would be PC and I think PS4 or 5 because on the PlayStation 4 you have Netflix, right? So that's probably what it would be on those two locations, right? Which is just crazy. So
I think they're trying a new thing and see how this works. To be honest.
I think so too. Because in my opinion, they could just add it to PS Plus
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and just like raise it a little bit. Make it like $20 or something a month.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't like. They could. I think they're trying a new thing. They're testing out the waters. I think what they're doing as a company is they're taking a risk and saying, okay, let's work with Netflix. Let Netflix is successful. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can do. What deal can we make with them? You know
well,
what I mean?
well, yeah, no, I agree with that, and for the simple matter that Game Pass has 23 million people subscribed to it, right? PlayStation Now only has 3.2 million, which is just so small by comparison. And Sony teaming up with Netflix would give them access to 207 million users that friggin' Netflix has. So that would completely dwarf whatever Xbox is doing. If
Yeah,
Sony's
but
smart and goes ahead and does it.
all that 207 million, whatever, not all users are gonna be playing games. One.
No, of course, but it still gives them access to a far bigger market, regardless. Like, just think about it. Like, you have the subscription. Say they make it included in the subscription for Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Right, and you just scroll and it's like, okay, let me try this game here that PlayStation's offering, right? You know
True.
what I'm saying? It gives people the opportunity to try something they may not have tried before, and could to possibly create more Sony fans.
Mhm. Yeah, man.
No, yeah, I do get that. But also, what I was thinking is the only reason why I don't think it might even work that good is because Sony doesn't put the exclusives on. Like, are they going to put the exclusives on there? Like, let's say the big AAA exclusives on there on first day. That would be a big thing too. Because if they're putting just old games, then that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, in my opinion, I think Sony should just add it to PS Plus and just like put the exclusives on there on first day. And I think they would like if like let's say PlayStation Now, guess like let's say God of War 2 first day dropping on PlayStation Now, I think a lot of people will go and get PlayStation Now easily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that most definitely. People
Yeah, and
be
I think
hopping on that on this hot second, bro.
yeah, people will hop on. Even I'll hop on it. Even Horizon 2 was gonna be there like first day. I'm definitely getting on play like PS Now.
But
Except the only thing is PS Now are just old games, and PlayStation fans ain't trying to play old games because we got so much to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but
regardless of how
I
they
think
do it,
yeah. I don't
regardless
know
of
how
how they
that
do it, to
works.
me, I mean, they're probably gonna share the money with Netflix, which is fine if that's
Of
how they're
course.
down with it. But I think they could just put it on PlayStation Now and just make it exclusive first day, and it'll be good.
I
That's
Wow.
don't
just
know
my
why.
opinion.
It's very unusual. That's what I was thinking too. Like you could right. I don't know. Maybe they need the users. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
But like half
that's
of
true.
those
So they'll
users, like
probably get
half of
more
those
users.
users are probably not even gonna be on PlayStation, right? It's kind of like a
Just for the movies. They'll just be there because they're just movie people.
yeah,
Let's say
yeah,
old.
yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of older people or people that have Netflix just to watch movies and the regular documentaries and things like that. Those people don't give a damn about gaming. But of course,
Yeah,
there's still some kids over there, and I'm sure everybody that's probably on Netflix probably have a PlayStation system. If they're already gonna play games on there, they probably already own a PlayStation system.
true. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. But I like to
I
see
just
the further future. What it's very brand new, so we don't know what to expect. So I look forward to seeing it. Hopefully, it's successful.
I mean, it's still a rumor, so yeah.
Oh, it's a
If
rumor.
they,
Well,
yeah,
so
if
it's
they
not a
confirm it,
guarantee.
then we'll see. Yeah,
Well, it's not a guarantee. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No, not yet. But it wouldn't just be like a movie thing. I mean, a game thing. It would be include like movies and stuff too. So there'd be more to the deal,
But you know what's funny that
right?
you mentioned that because Netflix was even thinking about doing online gaming as well too.
Yeah. So this would help both companies because Sony, they focus on exclusives, obviously.
Oh,
Like even in this article itself, it talks about the reemergence of PlayStation production studios, and they're focusing on their own IPs and internally developing that kind of stuff, right?
right.
yeah.
Right. So this would give Sony the opportunity to do the game streaming thing without investing so heavily in infrastructure because Netflix technically already has the infrastructure there,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the access to people. Sony won't have to advertise super heavily and be pushing Game Pass in everyone's face,
Right.
like Xbox has been doing, right?
True,
Right.
Yeah,
true.
You want to buy a Game Pass? You sure? You want to buy a Game Pass?
Yeah, I'm
right.
Come on,
still.
man! Game
Yeah,
Pass. You know we
I
got
mean,
that.
they will definitely probably gain more customers from Netflix,
Oh,
which is
thousand
true.
percent, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But
Especially when
to
you have
me,
people bored in the house.
yeah, to me, I think it would be way much better if Sony start putting the exclusives on their like if they'll put exclusives on their day one. I think that would be like that would make a big jump difference.
I think part of the problem they don't have faith in the PlayStation Now, PS Now environment
Yeah,
because it's been out for so long and they have not done anywhere near the numbers
That
at
they want, right?
yeah, that like compared to Game Pass, right?
I know, but I also think the difference between that is Xbox, right? Like when was the last time Xbox released a AAA? It's been a while. Every game they have come up with has gone to Game Pass straight, right? Am I lying here?
No, I don't think all of them. I think a lot of them have, and especially some of their new AAA games that they're dropping, they're putting it straight to Game Pass to get people to join it.
Exactly. Which is to me, I think, yeah, like let's say 90% of the game has all gone Game Pass straight. And
Yeah,
Xbox hasn't dropped any games right now. So which means all the Xbox fans are probably on Game Pass because why go buy a game that I don't know nothing about when I could just play it on Game Pass for cheaper?
yeah,
So
Right.
I think that's where it's kind of benefiting Xbox right there compared to Sony, where Sony is not dropping the exclusives on there on day one.
yeah. Well, I think what'll
Sony is still
happen.
putting old games, which let's be real, I'm not like I'm only gonna play certain old games. I'm not gonna play every old game. I'm more like I'm with Sony because I'm looking forward to like the triple A's, which is gonna come out, and it's not gonna be there. You're still gonna buy the triple A for like $100.
Yeah. Well, I think you have a little misconception about the PlayStation Now. They're not like they're not probably as old as you think. Some of the newest games are like a year old, like a year after release. They'll put it on PlayStation Now. So
Yeah.
it could be like you see a game, you're kind of interested in it, but you don't want to pay $70 for it. So you wait a year,
Yeah,
and it drops on PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
Like that's how I first played Control on PlayStation Now, and I ended up loving it. Right, Red Dead
yeah,
Redemption 2 was on there, like I think 8 or 9 months after it released. It was on PlayStation Now, if not probably a year.
You still
Right?
have it, do you?
Yes, and the price is still the same. Don't even try that.
well,
Price ain't dropping. It's half
the
price. You
price,
pay half
there's
price.
a
Or
price
you
ain't
sure it's not
dropping.
30?
Don't kill me.
Sure it's not 30?
I'm
Oh
sure it's not
man,
30. Right?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds good, but it all depends on how it goes for Sony. But
Yeah, honestly, what I think would probably happen is I definitely think that because Netflix already has the environment set up, like the access to the clients and kind of infrastructure, right? Sony has the games, put them
true.
together, got a good thing. And I think only some of Sony's AAA, content would come out day one. Not all games would be available on that platform day one. I think just some. Like there would probably be something in the contract that they would sign where a certain amount has come up for the year, day one.
You mean maybe the double A games will probably go there day one.
No, AAA day
Triple
one.
A day one? I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't.
like
That
say
would be
like say
hard, man.
no one say like Sony releases 10 AAA games for the year. Like 4 of them would be day ones on the streaming service. I think that would have to be part of the
Mm.
contract if they want to entice people to even play the games on there. They would have to do that. I can't
Oh
see them
no,
doing otherwise.
no. I want them to put the Triple A on their day one, but it's like a game like Last of Us. I don't see them putting on there because they spend so much money on that game, or like a God of War. They spend so much
Oh,
money,
you like big money on
and
production.
yes, on
Yeah.
production and everything, and they want to make that money back right away. So if they put it on game, let's say PS Plus or the Netflix, whatever the hell they're gonna make, it makes sense that it will get a lot of people on there. But it's like let's say
Well, yo,
everybody's
ain't
paying
God of
like
War on
$20.
PlayStation now, though?
Yeah, it is
Which one? The old one or the new one?
The
the
new
new
one.
one.
Yeah, but that was on there like how long? Like it took them what 2 years?
No, not a year and a half.
Year and a
Yeah.
half.
But that's what I mean. Like nobody is waiting a year and a half just to play God of War. Trust me, everybody want to play it on the first day.
Okay, well
I, at
think about
least
it from
me.
this think about it from this perspective then. Sony has sold about 8.3 million PS5s. Let me double check that number.
All right.
Right? Where is that number? It was here just now. It's because I closed the bloody thing. Either way, the amount of PlayStations they've sold cannot compare to to the population that Netflix has access to.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it just makes more business sense. You will still entice people to play PlayStation games, and there'll still be a profit coming from that, however much it will be.
It's a risk.
I think it's the smart move to do. That way, Sony
Yeah.
can fully focus still on making great IPs and let Netflix manage the streaming base of it. Because as we see with PlayStation now, Sony hasn't really done much with it. Xbox dived all the way into that, right? And because they have that extra money, they have that Microsoft money. We know how much Microsoft made. We did that in podcast. They make stupid money.
Wait,
Right.
and also you said they're putting the movies and stuff on there too.
Yeah, they've already done it, like with Castlevania and stuff like that, and Resident Evil. That's part of that deal with Netflix too, apparently.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
still
Wait,
gotta update my.
Castlevania. Is Castlevania owned by Sony?
Yeah, apparently, according to the article in that I shared earlier, I'll bring it up again.
Oh, because I know Kojima used to make the Castlevania games, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Kojima.
Wait, so who was making the Castlevania games?
Yeah, having already supported the creation of a wide array of gaming adaptations, including franchises like Resident Evil and Castlevania, there's a chance that Netflix itself might be willing to directly assist the creation of PlayStation-themed shows in the future. Right? So that I suspect would be part of the deal. Any deal.
Yeah, that would be actually that part I like a lot, man.
PlayStation themed shows.
Yeah,
like when they say that they're talking about from their games and stuff.
Yeah, from their games. Like let's say they say they'll turn their games into like TV series.
Come on, man.
No,
that would be nice though.
No, you're thinking of live adaptations. We're hoping it's not that. I'm thinking more of like the Castlevania series we've seen on Netflix.
Yeah.
Which has been epic.
So like you mean the anime?
Yes. They should stick to that because Netflix does that really well, right?
Yeah, that anime I'll give it to them, but I don't know. Well, Netflix does good shows. Like I know when Netflix was handling like Daredevil, The Punisher, those shows were pretty good.
Yes, they were.
See, and I could see, and since PlayStation do a lot of mature games and other things like that, if they let Netflix handle like TV series, I think it'll go great. I mean, it doesn't have to be following the game specifically, like word by word, but I don't know. It looks that would look good to me, in my opinion. Anyways,
I had too much on my playlist for Netflix. Then to add more shit to it, like come on, man, chill, man.
no,
Bro,
man.
it's like I enjoy one show, like nah, fuck you. Here's another one. I'm like, oh come on, man. Like, how many do I need to watch?
No, but yo, there's times I go on Netflix and I'm sitting there and I'm going through and there's nothing I want to watch. So like,
no, there
I
is,
don't know.
dude. There's a lot I want to watch, but it's like, which one do I want to watch first?
That's true. There's those things that happens too.
Because you know what? Here's the thing. A little bit off topic, though. When it comes to Netflix, they have good action shows and movies, but they have shitty horror. That's the only thing I have my pet peeve with Netflix. But other than that, yeah, man, good shows, man.
I mean, yeah, they really. Well, I think the last which one was it? Was it like Extraction with that guy?
I haven't seen it. I haven't updated my shit yet.
Oh, you haven't seen it? You should check that out. It's not like the greatest movie, but the action scenes in that movie is freaking top notch, bro. It's crazy.
I can imagine. Netflix has some interesting stories.
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea for them to team up.
Yeah, man.
At least give it a shot.
Yep.
But anyways, that's my opinion on it.
It's the final thoughts on it.
Yeah, man.
So tell us what you guys think. You think it's a good idea? You think it's a bad idea? Leave a comment, send a like. If you like our content, subscribe.
Exactly. Do that. Let us know how you feel about it. And while you're doing that, we're going to move on to the next bad boy.